When talking about the outstanding historical and cultural relics that make up a thousand-year-old Thang Long, Hoan Kiem Lake is truly a thousand-year-old relic in the capital city, an essential part of the life of the people in Hanoi. From the southern gateway, running along Hue Street, to the end of Hang Bai Street is where you begin to enter the territory of Hoan Kiem Lake. Din Tien Huang Street forms a crescent embracing the entire northwest side of the lake. The delicate willow trees, modestly like graceful girls standing by the lake's edge, adorn the emerald green surface of the water. It's also quite remarkable how well Hoan Kiem Lake fits with the weeping willows along its shores, and it's even more charming with a girl in an ao dai holding a conical hat from Chuang Village, gently swaying and with a playful glance. In the past, the lake was named Luc Tui Lake due to its clear water throughout the 4 seasons. In the 15th century, Luc Tui Lake was renamed Hoan Kiem Lake, the Lake of the Returned Sword, often abbreviated as Ho Guom. The name Hoan Kiem is associated with the story of Emperor Latai to returning the sword to the golden turtle. The turtle is one of the 4 sacred creatures, dragon, unicorn, turtle, phoenix, in Vietnamese folk culture. This precious turtle species still lives in the lake and occasionally surfaces. It is considered a great fortune for visitors to see the turtle emerge on the lake's surface. The lake has 2 prominent islands. The larger one is Jade Island, located in the northern part of the lake, near the eastern shore, connected to the mainland by the red-painted Tay Hook Bridge. The smaller Turtle Island has an ancient tower on it, situated in the southern part of the lake, surrounded by the shimmering reflection of the water. Hoan Kiem Lake is a gathering place and a destination for tourists throughout the year. In spring, it is vibrant with traditional festivals and the bright colors of peach blossoms. In summer, the lake is cooled by the breeze, alleviating the heat of the city, accompanied by the buzz of cicadas. In autumn, it is shrouded in mystical mist, with the willow trees appearing both real and surreal. In winter, the golden leaves carpet the ground, and the light drizzle carries a chill. Hoan Kiem Lake forever remains a glorious symbol of Vietnam's historical resistance and its aspiration for peace. Since Emperor Ly Kong Nguyen moved the capital to Thang Long over 1,000 years ago, Hanoi has changed significantly, but Ho Guom has remained timeless. The lake is as beautiful as a bouquet of flowers in the heart of the city, surrounded by Din Tien Huang, Lê Tai To, and Hang Kê streets. These 3 streets are approximately 1,800 meters long. The water surface acts as a large mirror, reflecting the old trees, graceful weeping willows, ancient temples and pagodas, moss-covered towers, and modern high-rise buildings reaching towards the blue sky. Hoan Kiem Lake is the heart of the 1,000-year-old capital, a scenic spot and a historical witness tied to the legendary significance of the Vietnamese people. The lake has become a destination for everyone visiting Hanoi, whether they are Vietnamese from all over the country or international tourists. Authorities at all levels, from the city to district and ward levels, have invested in and continually upgraded the lake's landscape, paying great attention to preserving the scenery and maintaining environmental cleanliness. However, due to the large volume of domestic and international visitors, environmental cleanliness is not always guaranteed. Additionally, some local residents have poor awareness, leading to frequent littering. Measures against littering are not yet strictly enforced. In response to these issues, the Hoan Kiem Lake Cleanup Group, initiated by Mr. Toru Ninomiya and other nature-loving members, was established and has been active for over 10 years. Every Sunday morning for more than a decade, members of the group have made an effort to gather and beautify Hoan Kiem Lake. The group's work not only contributes to cleaning and enhancing the lake's environment, but also serves as an opportunity for individuals to express their affection, pride, and respect for this landmark. As Dr. Nguyen Thi Minh Phuong, a retired hydrologist and a very active member of the group, notes, "We do this work out of self-respect and pride as citizens of the capital. We want not only to speak well of Hoan Kiem Lake, but also to take concrete actions to protect the environment and contribute to creating a responsible and civilized lifestyle for the people of Hanoi." In October 2008, Mr. Tohru Ninomiya first came to Vietnam to work for a company specializing in rubber production. Observing Hanoi, the Japanese businessman found the people here friendly and the life peaceful. During a walk along Hoan Kiem Lake, he noticed many people casually tossing cigarette butts, plastic bottles, and other litter onto the streets and into the flower beds, despite the presence of public trash bins. He believed that if this behavior did not change soon, Hoan Kiem Lake would gradually lose its inherent beauty. From Mr. Ninomiya's initiative, Mrs. Phuong and others, the activity of cleaning up Hoan Kiem Lake has evolved into a cultural practice among the people of Hanoi. Historian Duong Trung Quoc, a respected cultural researcher, has shared the significance of the trash cleanup movement at Hoan Kiem Lake, which Mr. Tohru Ninomiya has initiated and pursued for over 10 years. On Sunday, March 24th, 2024, Mr. Quoc joined the cleanup efforts and interacted with the participants. Mr. Quoc and the Phan Social Fund hope that this meaningful activity by the group will be expanded and diversified in various forms. He thanked Mr. Ninomiya for inspiring many Vietnamese people to participate in environmental activities, creating a cultural aspect for the green and sustainable development of Vietnam. This is an essential factor in moving Vietnam towards a civilized and sustainable future. The Phan Social Fund hopes that the meaningful work of the Hoan Kiem Lake Cleanup Group will be expanded in various and diverse forms, with support and encouragement from government agencies, businesses, and the public. Let's now listen to the interview between a representative of the Phan Social Fund and a reporter. Question 1. Sir, among the many social activities, why did the Phan Social Fund become aware of and take an interest in the volunteer trash cleanup group at Hoan Kiem? Answer 1. If Hanoi is the heart of the country, then Hoan Kiem Lake can be seen as the heart of the capital. As a scenic spot with significant historical and cultural meaning, Hoan Kiem Lake is also associated with a sacred legend of the Vietnamese people, where, after the war, the precious sword was returned to the Golden Turtle during the Le Dynasty. As a Vietnamese, especially as a Hanoian, everyone holds Hoan Kiem Lake in special regard. Everyone wants Hoan Kiem Lake to remain clean and beautiful, preserving the essence of this natural heritage while meeting the needs of a sophisticated and civilized lifestyle in the capital. The volunteer activity of the Hoan Kiem Lake Cleanup Group has been ongoing for over a decade. I believe it is a very commendable and praiseworthy activity. What makes this noble gesture even more remarkable is that it originated from a Japanese individual. He has planted the seeds and created inspiration for many others from various backgrounds and ages, both Vietnamese and foreigners living in Hanoi. As a social organization, the Phan Social Fund aims to honor beautiful values, and the activities of the Hoan Kiem Lake Cleanup Group are one of those criteria. Question 2. Sir, in reality, there are many volunteer groups in different regions engaged in trash collection at public places, contributing to maintaining a clean and green environment. How do you evaluate the significance and unique value of the Hoan Kiem Lake Cleanup Group? compared to other volunteer activities? Answer 2. The Fanan Social Fund has thoroughly examined the activities of the Hoan Kiem Lake Cleanup Group, which Mr. Nino initiated over 10 years ago. This is a volunteer effort to clean the environment and remove trash from the heart of the capital, performed with complete dedication, conscientiousness, and sincerity by the participants. Much like Mr. Nino, individuals of all ages and backgrounds gather weekly to quietly and persistently pick up litter around the lake. They do not perform this task loudly or for publicity. Instead, they work together in a very scientific and methodical manner. They pick up trash and sort it. While this task may seem simple, it is executed with great precision and attention to detail. The Hoan Kiem Lake Cleanup Group has not only made Hoan Kiem Lake cleaner and more beautiful, but has also introduced a highly valued cultural aspect: the humanistic values, self-respect, and pride of the people of Hanoi. Clearly, this is a noble action that deserves our appreciation and admiration. The Fanan Social Fund is very eager to sustain and enhance this valuable effort through specific and practical actions. Question 3. So, what specific plans does the fund have to enhance this valuable effort, sir? Answer 3. As you can see, while some people are engaged in trash collection, there are still individuals who continue to litter Hoan Kiem Lake and other public spaces. Therefore, the volunteer trash collection activity at Hoan Kiem Lake needs to be spread widely to become a model for others to follow. Our first priority is to promote these simple yet valuable actions within the community so that more people become aware of and appreciate these beautiful values in life. Next, we plan to collaborate with key individuals from the Hoan Kiem Lake Cleanup Group to undertake similar meaningful activities. The fund hopes to expand these efforts to other landmarks in the capital and across various regions in the country. Clearly, to build a prosperous and civilized nation, a civilized lifestyle must overshadow careless and irresponsible behavior. We intend to use the fund's digital environmental ecosystem to enable everyone and every household to interact and contribute to positive actions for the country and their local communities. Question 4. In the near future, what specific plans or projects will the fund implement to foster community values and build a community that upholds beauty, culture, and civility? Answer 4. We are cautious about counting our chickens before they hatch, even though we have many aspirations to contribute to the community. Currently, we are concerned because, beyond the issue of litter, there are other phenomena that are inconsistent with the cultural space of Hoan Kiem Lake, such as street vendors and shops selling tea and snacks. Everyone understands that this is a livelihood for workers, and many of them are poor or very poor. However, this cannot justify the degradation of Hoan Kiem Lake's image, creating litter and affecting its aesthetic appeal. To address this issue, the fund plans to collaborate with philanthropists to raise money for building kiosks for tea and snack vendors, which they can either rent or use free of charge if they are extremely poor. These kiosks will be equipped with all necessary amenities to ensure that neither vendors nor customers have reasons to litter the surrounding environment. Additionally, regulations will be implemented to prevent inappropriate language, rude behavior, and lack of civility. Globally, there are tropical trees that help purify the air in public spaces. Each of these trees can produce oxygen and absorb CO2 equivalent to thousands of green trees. The Fanan Social Fund may appeal to global environmental activists to contribute several of these machines for our Hoan Kiem Lake. Naturally, the installation and decoration of these tropical trees will need careful consideration by relevant authorities. The The kiosks must be designed to blend harmoniously with the environment, potentially resembling natural forms like mushrooms or trees. This requires the involvement of architects and planners. The fund and philanthropists will seek the opinions of local authorities to ensure that this business model is not bureaucratic or corrupt. The individuals and organizations operating these kiosks will adhere to strict environmental protection regulations and promote civilized behavior in the area around the lake. The life around Hoan Kim Lake should exemplify the sophisticated and genuine lifestyle of the capital. Thank you